All right, I think we are live. Welcome in, Blue Devil Nation. Good evening. It is Tuesday, the 9th of November. We are getting ready to rock and roll here in Madison Square Garden. This is the game that everybody has been waiting for. We got a little bit of the preview. Skylark, welcome in. I see you there in chat. Yes, Ty Washington going to be the big problem on the Kentucky side of the ball. Number 3, Ty Washington is the one to watch, ladies and gentlemen. That's on the opposing side. On our side of the ledger, we have, of course, the returning Captain Wendell Moore, Joey Baker, Mark Williams, Jeremy Roach, accompanied by the new bloods, Trevor Keels, Jalen Blakes, Paolo Banchero, the do-it-all freshman who is essentially slated to be ACC Player of the Year, potentially National Player of the Year, potentially number 1 pick overall. We haven't seen talent like this since at Duke since essentially Zion Williamson. I mean, the kid's the real deal. Coming from Seattle, Washington, where I'm streaming right now. Fantastic. Swabby, good evening. Good evening to you as well. And actually, we have the surprise of the graduate transfers. Theo John coming in from Marquette, Bates Jones coming in from Davidson. If you had joined us for the exhibition games last week, you saw Bates Jones had quite a nice exhibition game. There, if I can just flip back. No, I can't flip back. I actually deleted all the stats from the last game. Usually I can go back and forth. Oh well. Anyway, it was an exhibition. He had like 3 or 4 threes. A very nice surprise. Let's see if he gets into the game, into the rotation tonight. And for those of you wanting to watch the actual game itself, make sure to jump into the Discord. They're not quite done with the the top 25 college football reveal. So we haven't quite gotten to the game itself yet. And let me just fix while we're going here. I think I have signed into chat. First official stream, I would say, of the season. Gotta make sure everything's working properly and fix the things that aren't. Things just a little bit slow on this side, but even slower at the Garden as we haven't quite gotten off the ground just yet. We don't have tip-off. We aren't missing a thing. And there it is. Yes, I am. Okay, there's your Discord link. Jump into there. We get the fellow Duke fans for the watch party on that one. Coming up, I don't know. I hopefully within the next 5 minutes. We were supposed to start at 9:30. It's 9:34 on the East Coast, and college football is still taking up all the airtime, which is not what you and I and chat want. We want our Duke game. I did bust out the. I took the Duke jersey off the wall for the. There you go. I took the Duke jersey off the wall for this particular one. It is a John Shire jersey from way back in the day. We're gonna have to stand up for this one as if we were in Cameron. Tip off 9:38. Okay, so they did delay it just slightly. It's about 3 minutes to go. I guess you could say that I called the Shire as a coach because I bought his jersey. Which was like what 13 years ago now. Goodness. Skylar going with Ty and his forwards can bully us in the paint, but if we have enough strength, we can stop. I actually think our paint game is actually pretty strong this season, which there's a lot of pieces that actually exist in the Duke lineup this year that we really haven't had put together all at the same time. At times we've had really good point guards when you had Trey Jones, right, for those 2 seasons, but we didn't really have that much or a really strong or prominent presence in the front court. Last year, our guard play could have been better, a little lacking. I think last year all around, a bit of a bizarre season, right, with the whole COVID deal. But this year, I think we do finally have the potential to put it all together, especially when you have Mark Williams down there who has had himself quite a nice offseason, showed up pretty good in the scrimmage, but of course you'd expect him to playing slightly inferior opposition. But I actually think that the addition of Theo John, the graduate transfer from Marquette, is the biggest overall improvement to the lineup, because it gives Mark Williams someone who's older and more experienced to actually go up and practice against, and the value of that cannot be understated. So I actually think that the Duke front court is probably in decent shape. Banchero can actually play basically any position as well. So if you throw his athleticism in there, not bad. The Duke backcourt looking better actually than it did last year. I actually think Jeremy Roach much better. We'll have to see how his ball handling maintains throughout the rest of the season. Also, Trevor Keels, the other one, number one for Duke. For those of you following along at home who may not know all of the freshmen yet, Trevor Keels also has the potential to go inside and potentially make some moves down there in the paint. He can also play from the outside though, so a bit of a combo guard there. Ant going to. I'm not sure how to actually say BNN. Is this but in any case, I do know that we have some Kentucky fans that have come and gone from time to time through the stream. So I'd be curious to see if any of those do actually end up showing up. UNC won against Loyola. Well, I suppose they have to beat somebody, right? The surprise of the night so far has been Akron actually going into Ohio State and almost winning, although they did not quite pull off the upset against Ohio State. Apparently, Ohio State got them at the buzzer, and they were able to salvage that one at home, because Duke and Ohio State will play in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. It's quite a good out-of-conference, or very strong out-of-conference schedule. Duke also has to play Gonzaga, by the way, who is the number one ranked team in the country. Let's not forget that game's going to be in Vegas in like 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. They'll actually miss me. I'm going to be in Vegas the week after. It's too bad that they didn't quite line up, because that would have been a great one to go to. Probably a hot ticket, by the way. But of course, we should be starting going. Chad has said that this game tips off at 9:38. It is 6:38 here on the West Coast, which would make it 9:38 in the Garden. Duke actually pretty good in the Garden, or home away from home, so to speak. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? At some point, eventually, maybe. In any case, I'm looking to see a strong performance from the Blue Devils tonight. Duke winners of the last 8 and 2 over the last 10 games against Kentucky. So actually, even though Kentucky does have the edge technically overall in Duke-Kentucky matchups, but still, we've been pretty good of late, and we actually are really, really good in the Champions Classic here. There was a stat that I pulled up that I found. Let's see. It's a kind of a fun stat that I found earlier from today. So Mike Krzyzewski one. Oh yeah. So he's 44-2 in season openers across his career. So this will be game 47, and he's 2-0 in the openers against Kentucky, both in 1988 and 2018. So those two be about 30 years apart from each other. But of course, remember that the last time Duke and Kentucky met in the Garden, it was quite the blowout. That was the Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, Cam Reddish opener, and they just completely annihilated Kentucky to the tune of 30-plus points. So that was a fun one. And we will get to see if maybe we have a repeat performance. I know Dick Vitale is excited. Dick Vitale is always excited. Dick Vitale is always excited about basketball. Unfortunately, he can't be at the arenas. He's in his battle he's battling cancer at the moment, which is always a significant thing. So hopefully he can recover, and maybe he gets to actually do the Duke UNC game at the end of the year. I don't know how long, what his timetable is, but that might be a really cool recovery. Of course, the Stars are out. There's RJ Barrett. As if, unfortunately, my brother is not here, he would say RJ Barrett and his Knicks doing decently well, doing much better than previous seasons. Although they have not quite broken his heart just yet. But we'll see. Okay, I think we're finally getting ready to go here. So, we'll keep the live score updated as we go out through the night. I realize this is probably a bit of a nightcap for most folks, as this thing is going to go this thing is going to go late. That's for sure. Let's see. Live stats. All right. So it looks like the starting lineup for Kentucky is going to be Shavir Wheeler, number 2, Ty Washington, number 3, Kellen Grady, number 31. Those are the 3 guards up front. Keon Brooks, number 12, and Oscar Schwebe, number 34, as the 2 forwards up front. And for us, for the good guys, Trevor Keels, Jeremy Roach, Wendell Moore, Paolo Banchero, and Mark Williams. A pretty straight, no real surprises here in this lineup. It seems similar to the one that we used early on in the scrimmage. You would see that the swaps, you expect to see Theo John swap in for Mark Williams at some point throughout the night. That's kind of going to be the rotation there. The health of AJ Griffin, still not quite sure. I mean, he played in the scrimmage, and so I thought we're still recovering from a foot injury, but apparently not. We'll see what minutes he gets in there. And of course, you got your shooters, Joey Baker and Bates Jones, that should be able to sub in at different parts of the night as well. We'll see the main ball handler going to be Jeremy Roach for sure, but we have seen Wendell Moore be able to ball handle. We've seen Keels being able to ball handle. Jalen Blakes can also handle the ball when he gets in. And so we'll see exactly what Coach K decides to go with. Of course, probably not going to have we're still trying to figure things out, but based on what the scrimmage, my biggest takeaway from the scrimmage, actually the one they played against Winston-Salem State, was it almost 10 days ago now, I think, was that this team, unlike last year's team, this team looked really, it looked prepared. It looked prepared. It looked like it knew what it wanted to do on offense. It looked like it knew how it wanted to play the game of basketball. And that I thought was super important. Well, it's actually just super impressive in general, especially when you have so many new folks coming in. So they're going through the review of all the different folks who have come into the Kentucky program. A lot of transfers. Of course, we've also been helped by our fair share of transfers. So CJ Frederick at some point too. I don't actually have him on my list. I'll throw him on when he jumps into the game. But yeah, wow, ESPN really missed the start time on this one. They wanted to get their football done. They really wanted to get their football done. Yeah, my buddy's telling me for Michigan State to not be in the top 25, not too bad to only lose by 13, number 3 Kansas. They actually played pretty close. Kansas pretty close in the first half. Kansas did go on a late half run that kind of blew the game open, but it was closer than that score would indicate. And at some point they were pretty close there in the second half, but Kansas is a bit too much. So there we go. I've never seen a point guard wear number 1 for Duke. Interesting. Yeah, Duval wore. Who else wore number 1? I'm trying to think. What did Nolan wear? 2? Nolan wore 2. I think Kyle Singler was. No, the 15 is a forward. Interesting. It's an interesting thought. Yeah. And then I'm trying to think. Zion was 0. Reddish was 3. I don't recall what Barrett was. There you go. Obi Toppin, also for the Knicks. All right. What's funny is that this is usually like a freshman on freshman battle, but it's really not tonight. It is to some degree, but again, it's really not because of this more senior players that are actually playing for both sides. So Zion wore it, Vernon Carey wore it. Yeah, okay, Chat's right. It's an interesting. I never really thought about that. Okay, Reddish wore 2. All right, well, we're getting ready to go underway in the Garden. Once again, If you need the game itself, jump on to the Discord. Links in the chat. And we are basically ready to rock and roll. We'll keep tabs on the score here, and we'll see how our boys end up doing. I'm expecting a W. My prediction was a W for Duke, obviously, followed by a Paolo Banchero double-double, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a Mark Williams double-double too. So there you go. There's a prediction. As Duke controls the tip, and Jeremy Roach bringing it up the floor, passing it up to Wendell Moore. Moore over to Banchero here. And Banchero going to go one-on-one, spin move inside. Can't quite land it. Rebound to Duke. No, a little hot potato action there. Rebound down to Kentucky. And that's Ty Washington with the rebound, hands it outside. And Brooks up with it. No. Mark Williams trying to go for the rebound. No, can't quite get it. And down to the Blue Devils here. Wendell Moore trying to go coast to coast, gets stripped with it actually, and Kentucky's now on the run out. Severe Wheeler, and he's out of control, and now Duke is in transition going in the other direction. This is all out of control, but Wendell Moore, yes, gonna get the Duke Blue Devils on the board with the assist from Trevor Keels. Nicely done. Out in transition as both teams try to run it up and down the floor. Jeremy Roach now guarding Shavir Wheeler here at the top. And at the top of the key, it's going to be number 34. That's not 54. The Kentucky program was wrong. And so we make the correction. Ty Washington over to Keon Brooks, being guarded by Banchero. Brooks working. He's got 3 seconds. I don't know if Kentucky notices it. Washington puts up a heave. Back iron. Mark Williams can't recover. Down low. Schwebe gets it. And that's going to go out. No. It's out on Williams. Counted as a block, but out on Mark Williams as Kentucky will retain possession. Kentucky now with 12 seconds on the shot clock here. Trevor Keels guarding Washington, and he's going to get called for a foul from behind. That is a cheap start of the college basketball season, start of the cheap foul handouts, and first foul for Trevor Keels. A good defensive energy so far for Duke, not giving Kentucky anything easy down low. As Ty is going to go to the free throw line. And gets the first. Remember, usually Duke has 2 warm-ups. It did the scrimmage with Villanova, and then it did the other one against, that was a closed one in Winston-Salem State. Ty misses the second. Banchero down with the rebound, and Duke pushing up ahead. Good pace here by the Blue Devils. Is trying to make something go early. Actually going to try to go one-on-one here. Yes! Keels one-on-one against Kentucky and gets the bucket. Just didn't even hesitate to make the decision, just took it himself. I actually like the aggressiveness by the freshman. That's pretty good. The switch here, double team up at the top on Ty Washington, and now they back out of it as Wheeler hands it down low, and that is Schwebe for 2. Now, that's such a hard name to say. We're going to have to say it all freaking night. Keel's going to go into the paint again, actually gets swatted by Kentucky on that one. A little too aggressive. Probably should have looked to pass that outside. Ty thought about 3. No. Hands it back. That's a walk. That's a walk. That's a walk. That's a walk. Keon Brooks walks with it at the top of the key. His feet went before the ball. Yeah, that Trevor Keels finish looks really, really good. Banchero with this jump shot. Nicely done, Banchero. I mean, he's got every single part of the game. That was a mid-range jump shot. We'll see a 3 at some point. We'll see the inside game. This is Wheeler. Yeah, Wheeler from 3. Wow. Got caught behind a screen, and Kentucky has tied it up with 6 apiece. And Duke has turned it over. Pass didn't quite make it to Mark Williams here. Shavir Wheeler brings it up the floor, and that's actually kicked out of bounds by Wendell Moore. So that is going to stay with Kentucky. Oh, Bancaro almost deflects that out. And interesting. Just looking at a couple things on the side here. Kentucky just beats the shot clock on that one, but Duke gonna get it back. So good defense by the Blue Devils here. 6-all, actually pretty good pace between the teams in the first 4 minutes. Theo John into the game now for the Blue Devils. Roach bringing the ball up the floor, does get it across the timeline with some time to spare. Joey Baker also in the game as Coach K has made his first substitutions. Nice pass. Oh, no, that's a foul. That's a foul. Jeremy Roach, great dive inside. The little give to Theo John, and Theo John gets fouled as he was going up for 2. Correct play, though. That looks good. Sheboy called for the foul as Theo John at the free throw line. That one rolls out. No good. Theo John for the second, and does manage to make that one. So put him into the scoreboard, give the Blue Devils 7, and ahead by 1 as we tick under 16 minutes here in this first half. Next whistle is going to take us to our first timeout. And Ty Washington for 2 from the free throw line. That's no good. Sheboy with the rebound in and amongst 4 Blue Devils. It's a pretty sad state of the rebounding. And that Kalen Grady for 3. No, Bancaro down with the rebound. And now Duke with an opportunity here. Theo John pinning his man down low. Bancaro's going to take it himself, and he's going to get fouled and go to the free throw line. And that is on Toppin, actually, is what they said. Jacob Toppin there with the foul. And so with that, we have hit the under 16 timeout. Not bad. Not a bad start here for Duke. Not a bad start for Kentucky, really, either. I'm going to refresh that Gamecast, actually. There we go. There it is. All right. 7-6. Good guys. Wendell Moore with 2 points. He was the one to kick off, actually, all the scoring here. Trevor Keels on his one-on-one beat the Kentucky defender to the bucket. He's got 2. Bancaro's got 2. We'll go to the free throw line for 2 more here as soon as we get back from the break. And that is not Joey Baker with 1 point. That is Theo John with 1 point, as Joey Baker was in the game. Or no, hasn't actually been in the game yet. And on the Kentucky side of things, it's Shavir Wheeler who hit the 3. Ty Washington's 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, and Oscar Schwebe's got 2. All right. A lot of excitement for this game, actually, especially because it means 1, Duke basketball is back. 2, Duke basketball is back in for a full season. We're gonna get to go wire to wire here with Duke, which is really, I expect an NCAA tournament. Well, we had the ACC tournament. We're actually doing pretty good at the end of last season. It seems like the type of game you got to win at the free throw line. It might actually. The one thing I wasn't really quite set up to figure out too well because of like just the scrimmages, is like how well this team actually does shoot from the free throw line. We It has plagued us in the past. I mean, the Duke teams from way back from the like 2000s era, let's call it, like the Shire, like the late 2000s, right? The Shire teams, fantastic free throw shooting. And then we like seriously dropped off, and free throw shooting is costing us games and such. But yeah, I don't quite exactly have a sense of how good this team is yet at the free throw line. My hope is that they shoot something better than, I don't know. I feel like we've been in the 70s or like the low 80s for the past several years, and it's just been awful. Like every trip to the free throw line's an adventure. Um, like one of two there for the time being. It baffles me. John Shire is about to become your head coach, one of the best free throw shooters at Duke of all time, with like 93% career free throw shooting percentage, and his team's just like can't. Uh, all right, back to Madison Square Garden here. That was a rather quick media timeout. Yeah, as they're saying, 1400th game for Duke. Imagine doing something 1400 times. Maybe I've slept 1400 times. Look at that, Jason Garrett's in the house too. Friend of the Blue Devils. Him and Tony Romo used to go to Cameron to shoot hoops. Banchero at the free throw line gets the first. You know whose shot is? If you're talking about free throws, chat. The one whose shot is just bizarre to me is AJ Griffin, but we'll talk about that when he's in the game. Banchero gets the second. Nicely done. 2 for 2 from the free throw line for Banchero as Duke opens a 3-point advantage here against Kentucky. Xavier Wheeler bringing the ball up the court, being guarded by Jeremy Roach. Screen rejected there. Jacob Toppin working on Banchero, gets stuck down low, picks up his dribble, hands it outside to Ty Washington, who gets dogged by Trevor Keels. And this one is going to be a floater for Toppin. It actually connects for 2. Keels working on Wheeler. Keels trying to go one-on-one, gets it outside to Banchero. Eyeing up Toppin. And this is going to be Roach. Roach diving in. Ooh, Roach with the right hand, but it doesn't quite go down for him. I don't actually mind that move. That was pretty good. He just had to finish. I mean, he left it at the rim. Schwebe can't dunk, but he gets his own rebound. How do you let that happen? What? Chat's talking about winning the game at the free throw line. How about winning the game in the rebounding department? We've had 2 instances. The first one, 4 Blue Devils right in the restricted area, can't come down with a rebound. Schwebe gets it. Here, there's 3 of them. He literally misses his own dunk and gets his own rebound. Oh my goodness. I get it's the first game of the year, but guys, come on. Go get a rebound. You're just as big as the dude. Don't be afraid of him. Maybe give him a little shirt tug here too if you need it. I mean, damn. A little delay in restarting the game. I have no idea why. They like wiping up sweat or something. Anyway, Kentucky inbounds here. 16 seconds on the shot clock. 14:30 on the game clock here. Ty Washington kind of loses his dribble there for a second. Still being guarded by Keels. Mark Williams switches onto him momentarily, but Washington now puts up a tough shot over Keels. Can't get it to go. Roach down with the rebound. Nicely done. Great defense there by Keels. Oh, wide open. Keels for 3. This could go. No, doesn't quite get it. Oh, but it's Wendell Moore with the follow for 2. That's a beautiful play. That's in the highlight reel there for Moore. Goodness. Wendell. Hello to the 2021-2022 season. And then Williams with the rip as Banchero's going to try to go 3-on-1, but he slows it down and gives it down to Roach. Banchero now double teamed on the right side. No, Kentucky bails out of it. Wendell thought about 3, has to pick up his dribble. That's off the foot of Kentucky. And Duke is going to go baseline out of bounds here. Here's this replay on this 3 by Keels, which doesn't quite go down, but Wendell Moore just on the weak side, nobody puts a body on him. Beautiful. Being opportunistic, I like it. Wendell's got to play well this season, that's for sure. Especially as one of the, well, A, captain, 2, more senior players. You know, he's a junior. You would have thought that after the, oh, Keels, yes! Nicely done. Keels for 2. This is just a very simple out of bounds play that you see Duke running all the time. It's sometimes we see this and they execute it and it's an alley-oop. In this case, Keels wasn't quite close enough to make this an alley-oop, but it's just a one pass, no catch dribble. You're in the air, you catch and you put it back. And Keels wasn't quite positioned to make it like the spectacular alley-oop, but we've seen that before. And if you were watching along, they did it a lot last year. So that's definitely a go-to play for Duke here. Looks like they were able to execute it from Keels. Nice pass from Wendell Moore. Even though Kentucky had a body on him, he manages to draw a foul, the strength, and just go right through it. Duke, 5-point advantage. Keels can make it 6. No, that's a missed free throw. We'll check the missed free throws here at the break. Kentucky putting up wild shots now. Davion Mintz, that shot was way too quick. It was also a one and done, even though Kentucky scrapped for the rebound. It couldn't bring it down. Again, Duke trying to get the ball outside to Keels. Keels for 3, can't quite connect there. Kentucky down with a rebound, and that's Jacob Toppin who brings it down for Kentucky. Gets it to Wheeler, and Wheeler now trying to work on A.J. Griffin. He gets right by him. A.J. Griffin's got to move his feet in that one. Griffin a little too slow. Just got put in the game. Maybe not quite up to game speed. Wheeler took advantage. Took him right off the dribble. Went to the rack. Converted for 2. Banchero left open for 3 from the top. That looks short, actually, when he sent it. Ooh, he's got to make that. And Ty Washington underneath had no Blue Devils around him. The three-pointer for Kentucky. Ouch. Davion Mintz, that three-pointer. No, that three-pointer goes, and it's 13 all. Kentucky with 5 quick ones as Duke falling asleep in transition. Ow. Like nobody recovered the shooter there. Nice. Mark Williams from Trevor Keels. Williams now puts himself onto the score sheet. Little tip in there as he was falling out of bounds. Joey Baker and Jeremy Roach set to make their entrance into the game too, or sorry, to get into the game rather. They're at the scorer's table, and Wheeler, that was out on Kentucky, I guess not. 12:07 to go, so we haven't quite hit the under 12 timeout yet. Yeah, pretty easy screen and roll action there. Little two-man game. Keels to the bench. Baker in, Roach in. We actually were running a super big lineup there for a little bit. Now we have back to a 2-guard lineup here. More traditional with Mark Williams at the 5. Banchero and Wendell Moore being the 3s and 4s. Banchero, good defense there on top, and actually very good defense. Shibwe gets it, though, and he's got another 2. He's just got, man, number 34 for Kentucky. He's got this ball sense about him right now. I mean, for the Kentucky fans out there, that's definitely a positive for them. Joey Baker to Wendell. Duke trying to set up a play. Oh, Banchero is alone! I don't know how you lose track of the best player on the court, but they did. And so Banchero is alone, and he slams it home for 2. And Banchero intercepts that pass, too, getting it done to the defensive end. Duke with an opportunity to push here. Let's see if Paolo wants to make a play on top and does not. Backs out. Now back at the Madison Square Garden logo. Duke's going to set this up from the top. High ball screen by Mark Williams. There's Roach coming around that. Roach going to try to do it himself off the backboard. Williams, yes, with the double tip in. Williams not giving up on the play. See, I actually think our front court is not that bad. Our front court can actually get it done this season, Chad. I think that's a super positive. Offensive board, little tip in there. And Duke again lost defensively as Kellen Grady hits 3 from the right wing. A little bit of overhelp there, I think. We'd have to we're gonna have to watch that replay again as Davion Mintz gets called for a foul. I'd like to see that replay of that Kentucky three-pointer again, just to see the little exactly what happened with the Duke defense. But a little bit of overhelp and over rotation, good passing by Kentucky gets them an open 3. Banchero looking good right now, 6 points. Mark Williams also actually looking pretty good. There's the replay of his putback there. He's got 4. Oh yeah, so Joey Baker late to recover, but we didn't get a chance to see the actual setup to that play. Looks like Joey may have tried to cheat just a little bit, got caught. 3 points for Kentucky, 19-18. Good guys so far. Thanks a lot, chat, for hanging out this evening. For all those who have been around, make sure to check the description of the video for the link to the Discord if you need it. And let's check in on the stats here. Actually, a pretty good way to check in on the stats. Banchero right now, he's got 2 rebounds to go along with his. Sorry, it's just, geez, it's only 7 o'clock here on the West Coast. Gonna get my second win. It's been a long day of work. To go along with the 6 points, Mark Williams has got 4 at the moment, and he's got 4 rebounds. I did say he was headed for a double-double. We are going in that direction. That's pretty good there. Turnovers here, actually pretty even for both sides. 3 turnovers for the side of Kentucky, 2 turnovers on the side of Duke. Good to see us handling the ball pretty well. Hopefully that stat stays in our favor. Only 1 block, 2 steals for Duke so far. So nothing quite crazy going on in that department. Kentucky shooting about 35% from the floor. They're 7 of 20. Duke 8 of 17 at 47%. So Duke shooting better. Kentucky getting slightly more shots. That would be as a result of their 7 offensive rebounds to Duke's 4 offensive rebounds right now. So it's actually Shibi that has the 6 rebounds for the time being for Kentucky. Shweeby. Close game so far here in the Garden. All right, Wendell Moore into the game for now. Yep. High screen by Theo John. It's actually Baker in the game too. Wendell's going to put up a mid-range jump shot, and he's got 2. A little bit of a mix of isolation ball and assists. I'm curious, Duke 4 assists, Kentucky 5. 4 assists on 9 made buckets. So not bad. Kellen Grady passing it up. And that was Wheeler who draws a foul away from the ball, which I don't know where the foul was, but all right. So this is a replay here of the Wendell Moore shot. Again, here's an interesting situation where Jeremy Roach is in the game at the moment, but Wendell Moore being the primary ball handler. So Coach K opting to actually swap between those two, or actually has enough faith and confidence in both of them to actually be able to essentially play point guard for the team, which is really nice. Kentucky almost turning it over there as Ty Washington regathers, and Kellen Grady now getting it back to Washington, who's being defended by Roach. Pretty decent defense there, and Kentucky's going to have to put this up. Great defense by Theo John, and a rebound there. And no, John is going to bring it down. Theo John with the beautiful defensive possession. Theo John fighting for it down low, but can't quite get it. Roach can't get the entry pass, and so we have to go outside. And Keels now going to go on his own. Roach, ooh, if the pass was better from Keels, Roach had an open three. Yes, get it to Baker there. See if you can draw the defense in. Who's open? Moore is open? No. Baker's going to have to make his own shot. No, and that's an offensive foul. Damn it. Joey kind of got stuck there. I could see what he was trying to do, and he didn't really have an option to go back out, although I think you probably could have gotten it to Wendell. If he looks at the tape, there probably was an opportunity to get it back outside to Wendell instead of having to go down low and take the shot yourself. But in any case, Jalen Blake's into the game now in place of Joey Baker. I actually love Jalen Blake. I think he's going to be a significant addition to this team, especially I love his energy. Shibwe with another rebound, which is now 7 in literally 12 minutes. And Kentucky staying in it. Keels goes deep into the paint, but has to get the ball back outside. And now Roach calling out the play. Jalen Blake's as Wendell Moore cuts inside. Blake's to Roach. Moore trying to get positioning. Roach, this is actually very good defense by Kentucky. Objectively good defense by Kentucky. But Wendell with better offense. Wendell's up to 8. The turnaround jump shot over Grady. And he just drills it. Washington can't bring it down. And it'll actually stay with Kentucky. Let's see. Washington's got 3. Yeah, that's the one. There's the points. All right, the under 8 timeout. Duke with a 3-point lead. So, I mean, back and forth, kind of as chat called it. I mean, both teams playing very, very well defensively. Let me just set the fouls. Make sure those are correct. 1 foul there. Personal fouls, actually, Baker, okay. There it is. Shibwe with 1. Washington with 1. There's that. Toppin with 1. Got it, okay. And then who's got the fouls on the side of Blue Devils? It's Joey, Mark Williams, and Jeremy Roach. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, so no real foul trouble for either team at the moment. But yeah, Kentucky here, 8 of 20. They're not shooting well. They're just shooting a lot is the difference, right? They're 8 of 25. They're shooting at 32%. So they've had 5 more shots from Duke. They're out rebounding us 17 to 12 at the moment. So if we do some little mental math here, if Kentucky had shot the same amount as Duke, all right, let's say there was, 20 instead of 25, and they're shooting 33%, they would have made 2 less buckets. So factor out 4 points. It puts you at 16 to 24 to 23. Which gives you a 7-point lead instead of a 3. So Kentucky managing to keep themselves in this game, thanks in large part to their rebounding, actually. Which I actually thought our front line would do better. Not the case. Yeah, 3s have kept Kentucky close. That's also true. That's also a pretty good call out here. They're 3 of 6 from 3. I didn't quite pick up on that. Duke 0 of 4. So all of our shots coming from inside the 3-point arc. Both teams shooting rather poorly from the free throw line, percentage-wise. Duke at 60% at 3 of 5. Not the biggest sample size there. Kentucky 1 of 2. So, but yeah, Duke yet to hit a 3. Doesn't mean we need to stop taking them though. But yeah, this should be a Duke team that can beat you in multiple ways. And right now, we're figuring out how to beat Kentucky from the inside. We just need our 3-point shot to turn on. And are you going to say, well, if it did, then we'd be in really good shape? I mean, even making 2 out of those, or 1 of those 3-pointers, right, at 25% gets you 6-point game here. Any case, inbounded here to Keon Brooks, and Brooks is going to put up a wild shot, and actually going to be foul against Kentucky. Shibwe with the foul. Make that number 2 on the big man from Kentucky. He might have to sit for the remaining. Well, he goes straight to the bench, actually. Sort of unfortunate for him to take that on the offensive side, take that as an offensive foul. So he will go to the bench. Big advantage now for Duke. Let's see if the rebounding margin improves. Let's see. It was +5 to Kentucky when Shibwe got his second foul. Wendell Moore down low gets it out to Trevor Keels. Now 0 for 5 Duke. Duke can't just can't buy the 3 at the moment as Keels misses there. Grady from the outside to Washington over to Wheeler. Wheeler being worked on here by by Keels. And then Theo John slips, retains his dribble, can't quite get it. Body's on the floor. Theo John picks it up. That should have been a foul on Kentucky. That should still be okay. Jeremy Roach now, 2-man game. No, Roach gonna finish with the left hand. Nicely done. A little bit of a mess and bodies flying everywhere, but great hustle there by Duke. Ball poked away by Theo John. Wheeler's going to take a 3. Oh my God, Wheeler's going to hit a 3. I mean, that ball literally got poked to him by Theo John in the exact, like, you couldn't have passed it any better than what Theo John. It's the right play by John. It just happened to, like, super unfortunate result. That's a foul. That's a foul against number 2, man. That's a foul against Wheeler down low. That, by my count, is 7 fouls against Kentucky. Should put us in a 1-on-1. Yeah, so it's a good presence of mind by Jeremy Rush to actually not pass that one and take it himself, because I think if he had tried to pass, it either would have gotten deflected, or he might not have had a chance to gather and actually score. It might have not resulted in any points. This Wendell Moore, oh my God. Wendell Moore at the free throw line and misses the front end of the 1-on-1 as Banchero gets called for a reach. And that's an unfortunate. I still think that missing the front end of a 1-on-1 should be 0 for 2 because of what you cost your team an opportunity at 2 points, but I suppose that's never going to actually happen in the stats that way. And as his ball is going to be out on Duke, as Banchero was defending against Ware, who's number 55, not currently on the score sheet, but I'll add him to the score sheet if he does get on there. And that is, what is that? Mintz, way too strong, actually, yeah. Duke down with the rebound on the weak side, and Banchero going to try to push this one up the floor, being guarded by Ware, over to Roach. Roach going to take this himself. Kentucky brings the double team. That's a blocking foul. Absolutely. Blocking foul on Toppin, and that's his second. Good aggressive play by the Blue Devils, actually. Jeremy Roach going to go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. James Calloway in chat. Let's go, Devils. Fantastic. Chat, I love you guys, by the way. I love all the Blue Devil Nation showing up. Blue Devil Nation, by the way, showed up huge during our scrimmage. Blue Devil Nation showing up all the time. I love it. We'll be back on Friday. Friday? Yeah, Friday night, the game against West Point. That's a 7 o'clock tip on the East Coast as Roach misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Yo, that's a clean possession by Mark Williams. Why are they calling that a foul? What? Are you? This is a foul against Mark Williams. That's his second, by the way. He's out of the He's going to be out of the game for the rest of the first half if coach decides to sit him. That is a clean rebound. He has possession of the ball. What? What a horrible call. Just let them play it out, ref. Like, there's no reason to have to blow the whistle in that circumstance. Either Mike Williams comes down with it or the Kentucky guy's going to fight him for it, and then it's going to be a hell ball, and they're going to end up on the floor, and then you can blow the whistle. We don't call it 1 second after the guy brings down the rebound. God damn. Keon Brooks is short. Roach, the smallest man on the court, with the rebound. Keels thought about stepping into a three, but can't get it. Banchero banging down low. He's actually going to screen out for Wendell. Wendell's pass for Theo John just way too hot. I didn't like where that was going. Now what do we stop and play for? What? Are they going to call another foul? No, come on. Come on. Come on. Just let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cheating us first game of the season. I know. I know. Don't think we're not like we're out here keeping score, refs. We're keeping track. Duke by 2. 5:20 to go in the first half. Back and forth game, but Duke has retained the lead. Very defensive, and that is too much. Ware can't follow up for Kentucky, as the second Kentucky player can't seem to learn how to dunk, and Banchero is going to go in, and Banchero's going to get fouled by Keon Brooks. Banchero just going straight downhill as two Kentucky players collide into each other. And Banchero is going to go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Duke having missed both front ends of the 1-and-1s, and got a Wildcat down there. Some friendly fire. All right, Banchero, make it happen, buddy. Yes, okay. Banchero's got the first. 7. Does it? Oh, why is it? It's like not refreshing. I don't know why. That's super bizarre. There you go. He's got them both. Thanks for calling that out, by the way. Get the Gamecast is not behaving. Let's see if it updates itself there. That shot by Wheeler is way off. It didn't even hit the rim. It just hit the left side of the backboard. And Roach is in a little bit of trouble. He's got a Kentucky double team, and he's going to call for a timeout. Good heads up play by Wheeler, by Roach on that one. Yeah, I don't know why this is so wrong. You know what? We might just have to kill the Gamecast. That's unfortunate. We'll have to figure out what the deal is. Oh, you know what? I might have to do something else here. Yeah, no, you're right. Got a little opportunity to fix it right now. Let me try to no. All right, that might be. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm clicking on the wrong keyboard. I got like 2 computers. Oh, last time was when we upset Virginia. That was a good game. That's like one of those games where you're like, wow, I can't be like terrible season aside, or like less than stellar season aside, right? We actually bright spot in the whole thing. If it keeps acting up, we'll try to fix it during halftime. All right, Duke should be doing a inbounds play here. Yeah, it's very just simple. Ball right back to Roach as we took a timeout, and Roach got double teamed by the Kentucky players, and Banchero thought about 3. Nope. Ends up going 1-on-1. Now takes a step inside. Yes, Banchero for 2. He's up to 8 to join Wendell Moore. Banchero's got that mid-range jump shot working for him tonight, and that is beautiful to see. Wheeler for 2. Wheeler fires back, and he's got 10. All right, I'll fix. Oh no, it is working. It is working now. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. No, it's not working. All right, I'll fix it right now. We're gonna go. We're gonna use the brute force mechanism of fixing the scoreboard at the top, which is. Which is this method. It's like the method you hate to use. It's not as clean, but what are we gonna do? Nope. That's it. Make that bigger. There it is. All right. That is not going to break on us. Blue Devil Nation. That is not going to break on us. There we go. Make myself smaller. Bingo. It's working. All right. What? There it is. Perfect. Success. All right. A couple technical difficulties. It's officially the first stream of the season, folks. I appreciate you hanging with me. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out on this evening. For those of you looking for the game itself, hey, Lamont Bullock, how you doing? Hello, and all the Blue Devil fans in chat. If you're looking for the game itself, please go and join the watch party in the Discord. There's other Blue Devil fans in there as well. There's actually quite a few Blue Devil fans in there. It always surprises me how big y'all show up. This is fantastic to see Duke Nation out here. And let me just link that. If you need it, jump into the Discord there. Make sure to drop a sub on the channel. When you do that, helps us out tremendously. Appreciate everybody being here as well. We're only a few subs away from 600. We should definitely hit it this season. Maybe a bit more than that too. Let me just make sure we get the stats. Let me make sure we just get the stats here correct, because I know some people like to use this as a bit of a radio call, and that's totally fine. You might not always be able to watch the images, but you can follow along, and whatever you got going on, it always works. And that's the stat I did not update was Banchero, who is now in double figures, and he is up to 10 points with his 3 rebounds. Schwebe actually for Kentucky is the one with 8 rebounds here. I did call Banchero with the double-double tonight. Let's see if he picks it up on the rebounding side. We need him to pick it up on the rebounding side here for Duke. And as I mentioned, Schwebe with his 8 rebounds, ESPN pulls up the graphic. I didn't cheat on this one. They actually pulled it up after me, but that's okay. 7 of those being offensive rebounds. Of course, we were going to see what would happen to the Duke lead when Schwebe went to the bench. Duke +2 so far in that time, as we've now opened a 5-point gap with 3:54 to go here in the first half. A pretty good. I have to say both teams have actually played really well. This has not been a sloppy game of basketball. Both teams have taken care of the ball, which is always nice to see, especially from some of the younger teams. Banchero there gets a free throw, put him up to 11. Low turnover count here, 4 for Kentucky, 3 for Duke. That's really not a lot in the grand scheme of things in a college basketball game. You know, sometimes you get up into the mid-teens for the entire game. If it's really a disaster, you get into the 20s. But both teams playing really well, good, clean basketball. It's a bit hard basketball too. So Actually, a really good game here to start the season. Ty Washington being defended by Keels, Wheeler down low, and Jacob Toppin with an easy 2-pointer. Duke gets caught a little bit sleeping there in the back underneath the basket. Bancaro, Kentucky thought about bringing the double team, but the double teamer was going to be Wheeler, who just is totally a height mismatch for Bancaro. Probably better not to bring him over at all. Bancaro outside, he's got 10 seconds. Over to Keels. And Keels trying to get Theo John to clear out. Keels is going to go for 3. Will a 3 finally drop for Duke? And it does! Yes! Keels with the first 3-pointer for the Blue Devils. Nice, as the threes have not fallen so far. We were 0 of 5 before that one. Now 1 of 6. Nice shot by Keels. Duke with a 7-point advantage. And, oh, okay. Kellen Grady sees that one and matches it. 3-pointer right back for Kentucky. As Kentucky does have the 3 working. They're actually killing us from the 3-point line, Chad. 5 of 9 for Kentucky. And Duke with a turnover. Ouch. Trevor Keels there. All right, we need to play some defense on this possession. Actually, Kentucky doing really well in 2 phases of the game. 1 from the 3-point line, 2 from the on the offensive boards and rebounding. Let's see. Overall rebounding margin has closed though. Duke, before Shrevey went to the bench, it was +5 for Kentucky. Right now it's only +3. So doing a little better for Duke there in the rebounding department as Wheeler goes in for 2. Can't get that one. Mark Williams comes down with the rebound there as Keels brings the ball up the court. Keels really the 3rd player for us who Coach K seems to be completely comfortable with handling the ball. Nice swing pass out from Keels as Blake's cannot actually come down with his 3-point shot, and I think Wendell Moore just tripped the Kentucky player. That looks really... Wendell Moore just tripped Wheeler. Optically, that looks really bad. Let's see the replay. Oh, it's kind of incidental. Actually hits him in the thigh. I think he clipped him on the thigh. It wasn't really a trip. Yikes. That'll put Wheeler at the free throw line. And for the 1-and-1, and he gets the first. 11 points for Wheeler so far tonight. Doesn't look like Calipari's going to put Schwebe back into the game here at all in the first half. Doesn't want to risk that 3rd foul. Yeah, we'll take a look at the second chance points at halftime, and Wheeler gets the second, so good on both free throws there, and it's a 2-point margin now just for Duke. We had extended it to 7. Kentucky managing to claw 5 of them right back. They've gone on 2 5-point runs throughout this first half after Duke has gotten just a little bit of breathing room. We haven't quite been able to really extend it. As Bancaro tried to go alley-oop to Williams. Williams is going to get hacked by Ware as he tries to go up. Good patience by Williams, actually. The alley-oop was never going to work, but Williams was able to collect, gather, fake. The pump fake gets the Kentucky defender in the air. So here's the replay. You're going to see Bancaro, that lob is just too far behind him. There's the pump fake, Ware in the air. Williams goes up. Later in the season, you're going to see him finish that, and this is going to be an and-1 play. So, because he can't connect on the first free throw, which is actually so. How is our team doing at the free throw line? The answer: not good. And Williams for the second. Yes, Mark Williams gets the second. He's up to 5. 1:44 to go. Appreciate everybody hanging out. I know it's late for folks on the East Coast. It's just past 10:30. Of course, on a work night. Duke the nightcap here as Toppin gonna go with his little signature hook shot that he's been hitting couple times tonight, but that one doesn't go. And Banchero down with the rebound there. Duke is content here to just set something up. More to Keels. Theo John down low, working hard. Banchero trying to go one-on-one against Toppin. Banchero, that's an offensive foul. Yes, that is too obvious. Damn. Oh my god, that was so obvious. It's alright. It's only his first foul. He's got to learn. It's a little freshman mistake here from Banchero, I think. He uses the left arm, puts his body into Toppin. Don't actually know if that was didn't quite look like a foul, a flop, but anyway. Oh, Trevor Keels being disruptive. Yes, actually. Oh, Ty Washington gets called for a foul. Great energy, great hands, super disruptive by Keels. Look at this, just gets in the passing lane here. And then, actually, I don't know what Washington does to get called for a foul, but you know what? I'll take it. That's probably a makeup call from one of the earlier ones. Keels shooting 2 as we are in the double bonus. Yes, for the first. And Keel's going to take a second shot. 1:01 to go here in the first. Keels gets the second. He's up to 9 points for the evening so far. 37-32. Duke ahead. Under 1 minute in the first half. Joey Baker now back into the lineup for the Blue Devils as Grady's hook shot is short. Baker down with the rebound. And Duke with an opportunity here before halftime. Baker for 3 in the corner. Oh, it's short. Oh, but he gets his own rebound after the deflection there by Theo John, and he can't quite get it. Oh. Joey almost had the and one, but he's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2 as well. Duke managing to rack up the fouls on Kentucky. A little tip there by Theo John as Joey Baker follows his own miss. Got to give him the hustle for that one. Baker's got to make these free throws, buddy. Yes, all right, there you go. Baker into the score sheet. 1 so far. And Joey going to shoot the second. Yep, makes that one too. Nice. Duke managing to hit its last 4 from the free throw line and actually extending now a 7-point lead. Duke needs 1 good possession of defense here, and it will be able to have 8.5, maybe 7 seconds for a shot. Oh, should have been a foul on Kentucky, but I guess not. Oh, Theo John with the rejection on Wheeler. Nicely done. Kentucky's going to have to inbound this again. But still, the shot clock will give Duke an opportunity here, assuming that, we can stop Kentucky. Wheeler trying to get this. Guarded by Roach. Keels brings a double. No, backs out of it. And now this is Toppin. Toppin goes cross-court to Grady. Grady with his 3-point shot that looked... Oh, my God. I thought he got a hand on it. 12 seconds. Wendell Moore's going a little too fast right now. Jeremy Roach going to take this himself, and that's pinned against the backboard. But Duke will retain possession. Ware blocks the shot for Kentucky. Duke looking a little rushed here these last 12 seconds. Should have just called the time. You could just call a timeout and set up a play. No? Six seconds, Duke to inbound. Let's see if they decide to go with a similar baseline out of bounds pass as they did before. Keels trying to get it. No. Banchero now in for his offense. Banchero for 3. The shot. Oh, just misses. Damn. He got a good look. I think he was fading away just a bit too much, though. Okay, that's going to do it for the first half. It's a 4-point advantage, Duke. Not a bad half of basketball. Let's see what Calipari says in the interview.
What you've seen so far?
Well, I'm really happy. I mean, we almost lost 2 exhibition games, so we're really competing. But everybody's got to play with confidence. Fall back on the training. Then you have to think. But they're really fighting. They're diving on the floor. Our guard plays solid. Ty's trying to do a little too much, but I'm telling him to. Okay. So don't blame him. That's me saying I want you to go make plays.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Calipari liking the competition out of his team. All right, whatever. There you go. Keep dreaming, Coach. Halftime now. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us here on this opening season of the college basketball season. Excited to see our Blue Devils go toe-to-toe with the Kentucky Wildcats here. A top 10 matchup in Madison Square Garden, kicking off the 2021-2022 season. Of course, Coach K's final season with the Blue Devils. And let's go through your halftime stats here. The one we are looking at here, of course, the score 39-35 Blue Devils so far. Duke shooting actually a very good 46.4% from the field. Duke's defense actually doing pretty good as well, keeping Kentucky down to 31.7%. That's under 33% shooting for Kentucky. So the Duke defense getting the job done. However, they're not closing out possessions, or they're not closing out, they're not closing out possessions. Kentucky so far out rebounding us 25-21. And if we look at the second chance points, how do I get that scoring? No, how do I get that? Yeah, here. Second chance points, actually. 8 second chance points for Kentucky, 6 for Duke. It's actually not as different as I thought it would be. But Kentucky with 41 shots is 13 more shots overall than Duke, which is just an incredible number. I mean, if Kentucky was shooting 33% with the same number of shots that Duke was shooting, right? If Kentucky shot 28 shots like Duke did, and they were shooting at 31% times 0.31, that would be, they made 9 buckets. That's 4, and they've made 13. So that's 4 extra buckets that Kentucky has made just because they've gotten more volume of shots. That's 8 points. What's our margin right now? 4. Right, this would be a double digit, essentially. This would be a double-digit game at halftime, but we are only at a 4-point game here so far. Let's see. However, Duke still doing okay here. What really the other piece of this, and Chad alluded to it earlier, is the 3-point ball. Because Kentucky's making up the points from the 3, right? They are 6 of 11. They're actually shooting better from 3 at 55% than they are overall in the game, right? So Kentucky making up the deficit from the 3-point line. Duke only 1 of 9 from 3. Both teams shooting comparably from the free throw line. 75% for Kentucky, only about 71 for Duke. Although we've taken way more free throws. We've taken 17 free throws, or 12 of 17 from the free throw line. Kentucky's only taken 4. That was sort of to my point earlier about how Duke really managing to rack up the fouls on Kentucky. I'm trying to think, where is the actual foul count? Yeah, 13 personal fouls so far for Kentucky. Let's make sure we get those all right and then flip this over. So that's Toppin there with 2 personal fouls. 1 for Wheeler. 2 for Mintz. Grady's got 0. Ty's got 2. Brooks has 2, and Schwebe's got 2. All right. Somehow I missed one, but I don't know. 2, 2. Collins. Oh, I see why. Let's do this. 0, 1. There we go. And we hit 13. All right, let's wipe those out. And then in order to keep track for our Blue Devil boys, Wendell Moore with 1. Keels actually has 0 fouls. That was not right. Roach has 1. Bancaro has got 2. Has to be a little bit careful. Don't want to see him pick up an early foul in the second half. Blake's with 0. Baker with 1. And actually Mark Williams, that's the other one with 2. So 8 fouls on the side of the Blue Devils. We'll keep an eye on that for everybody as we go along. Okay. Yeah, it really does feel like we should be up 12, and chat's jumping in so far. Kentucky 3 of 4 from free throws. Yeah, Duke 12 of 17. Some of the calls I don't even agree with. Like there was that call at the end there against Ty Washington after the after the Trevor Keels steal. You saw the replay and we were like, wait a second, like what? Like objectively, even as a Duke fan, I look at that replay and I just don't actually see a foul there. So like I don't. So I'll give you that one back to Kentucky because I just don't like. I sort of agree with you. Like I don't know where that where that foul was. Um, but yeah, then there's the 2 for Mark Williams. So both Mark Williams there with 2 and Balaban with 2. Got to be a little bit careful, but I think we should be all right. I'm trying to look at the other stats that really stand out to me. Yeah, the discrepancy at the 3-point line, the discrepancy at the rebounding, Kentucky just winning in those 2 phases of the game, Duke winning at the free throw line. Trying to think. Actually, both teams playing sort of having good ball skills. 6 turnovers for Kentucky, only 5 for Duke. If you ended the game with 12 and 10 turnovers, you'd say that's actually not that terrible. That's actually not terrible. It's actually not terrible at all, especially this being the first game of the season. You would figure that there'd be probably a bit more, maybe some more turnovers there. Duke actually with the advantage in points in the paint, even though we don't have a rebounding advantage, we have a rebounding of points in the paint, which is, again, going back to that, I think Chad alluded to earlier, is it our front court or our back court this year? Well, both could be really good, but actually our front court is pretty solid, the first time it has been in years. And so far, Duke has basically led the entirety of the game. We had 2 instances within that first half where we were up by 5, or actually at one point we were up by 7, and then Kentucky just went on a very, very quick 5-0 run and clawed it right back. So actually very much back and forth game as we go through this. Anyway. And the other ones, yeah, I'm just trying to say fast break points, nothing crazy on this one. Second chance points, 11 for Kentucky, only 6 for Duke. It's +5 there. Again, that's where they're making it up. Yeah. Wendell got a foul just for standing there and the guy tripping over his feet. I don't know. It looked like he hit him in the thigh. In that one, it kind of looked like he hit him in the thigh. But I agree. So what's interesting about that comment of like Shwebe killing us on the boards, absolutely, he was killing us on the boards. And I sort of put a bookmark in it because I said, what's the rebounding margin right now when Shwebe goes to the bench? And it was +5 Kentucky. And actually, the rebounding margin at the end of the first half is still +5 Kentucky. At some point, it went to like +3, so we clawed back a few of them. But we're actually getting killed whether Shwebe's in the game or not at the glass. So, yeah. So either way, it's working. Either way, Kentucky's rebounding is working for them. Yeah, it's working big for them. I just want to see us hit some threes, man. I like if we can't we couldn't have shot worse from three. 1 of 9 is 11%. That's like I don't know. What do you do? What do you do when you get it right 11% of the time? Like it's almost like you're just jacking up threes, and eventually you're like closing your eyes and like, well, one of these is just bound to go in, and like it's not like our threes are terrible either. They're decent looks. They just haven't fallen. So that's going to be a big. If Duke gets the three going in the second half, yeah, watch out, Kentucky. If the rebounding margin at the end of this game right now, I said what? It's +5, right? It's +4. It's +4. It's 25 rebounds, Kentucky 21 Duke. If the rebound margin ends at like 10 or 12 in favor of Kentucky, Duke has lost this game. Like I don't know if there's. I would be shocked. I'd be shocked if the rebounding margin is like double digits in favor of Kentucky and Duke ends up winning. So like we definitely need those are like the two areas. Assuming the threes don't like just magically fall out of the sky, and like I don't know, in the second half we go like 5 of 10 or something like that, or we do 6 of 11 like Kentucky did to us in the first half, right? Like you just complete like completely backwards, but yeah. Yeah, this could have a very interesting ending. But I agree. Like basically, Chad saying like the refs need to let them play. There was the one specifically that I called out was the foul against Mark Williams where he went up for a rebound on a free throw, and the ref calls like Mark Williams comes down with the rebound, and like it looks probably like it's headed to maybe like a tie up or something, and you're like between Mark Williams and the Kentucky guy. I can't remember exactly who he was competing against for the rebound on that one, but the ref literally calls the foul in like a second, and you're like, wait, what? Like either Williams actually pulls this rebound off because he's about to like do this thing, where he like gets the Kentucky guy off him, or they're going to end up on the floor in some sort of scrum, and then you're going to end up calling a held ball and a jump ball, and you're just going to give possession to one of them one of them possession on the alternating arrow. But the worst possible call you could do is just call a foul. So like, I don't know. I don't agree with it either. I'm just getting folks as they text me throughout the so other opinions here. A little less isolation from Duke would also help us. Probably true. We need to hit more threes to open up the lanes. Yeah, of course. So the 3-point shot we've talked about. The isolation ball is an interesting one. Duke and actually when you look at the stats, that is kind of supported. If you look at the number of assists, Kentucky with 9 assists on 13 made field goals. That's basically pushing almost 80%, 70 to 80%. Duke is only 4 assists on the same number of same 13 made field goals again. So we are really playing a lot of one-on-one ball, which seems to be working to some extent. But I sort of agree when we watched that scrimmage against that exhibition rather against Winston-Salem State, that one there was a lot of ball movement, and kind of to my comment about like this team really, I think this team knows how it wants to play. I don't think it wants to play isolation basketball. There was some nice early flashes of this, but yeah, that's another stat to keep an eye on for us Duke faithful, right? The assist number. And Roach needs to play better. That's probably also right. Lamont's probably got that right too. I mean, Roach needs to be like we've seen Wendell handle the ball, we've seen Trevor Keels handle the ball, we've seen Jeremy Roach handle the ball, and right now Moore and Keels look like the better guards, actually. Well, Xavier Wheeler is the best player on Kentucky right now, I think. I mean, he's got 12 points. Like statistically, the best player on Kentucky right now. He's got 12 points. He's been handling the ball, let's see, 5 assists and 2 turnovers. 5 assists, 2 turnovers, not a terrible ratio. But the 5 assists this tournament, he's got 5 out of the team's 9 assists. He's got over half of them. Actually, he's been playing really well. The one that's interesting is sort of Ty Washington hasn't really done. He's the one that hasn't really done as much. Perhaps because we've just been trying to focus him on defensively on the Duke side, and Wheeler's kind of just gotten, been opportunistic and gotten the better of it. Washington only with 3 points so far. He's been pretty much held in check. Kellen Grady over here for Kentucky with 9 points is your second leading scorer, but he's been I'm pretty sure those are all from 3. Yeah, he's 3 or 4 from 3. So those are all his 9 points. He's just, your sharpshooter. He's making them fall to his credit, because our sharpshooters are not. Right? Like, basically, Keels 1 of 4. It's the only one. Banchero 0 of 2. Roach 0 of 1. Baker 0 of 1. Hasn't hit anything from the outside. So I didn't think Wheeler's play has been objectively very good, even as a Duke fan. Yeah. Yeah, this is no Winston-Salem State. And yeah, as Chat says, yeah, Grady doing well. I mean, he's, I don't know the Kentucky team as well as the Duke team, obviously, because I don't watch all their games. But to me, seems like that sort of role player that is supposed to come in and hit threes for you and really open up the floor. And by the way that this game has played out, he's done exactly what he should be. He's done his job. So I think if you're a Kentucky fan, you can be actually really happy with his performance so far with 19 points. And certainly, if he doubles, if he puts in a second half performance like that, going to be trouble for Duke. If he ends up close to 20. So. Yeah, prediction there that Grady's going to be in the starting lineup at the end of the season. Very well could be. The report here from Madison Square Garden is basically Shire's comments at halftime saying that they need to do much better on the boards. You're like, yeah, no duh. I mean, come on, coach. We had that one called too. Okay, Grady's your Davidson transfer. So we have a Davidson transfer too. We have Bates Jones, but he hasn't seen the court. I don't know if he will, to be honest. He looked really good in the exhibition game, by the way. Very pleasant surprise. I didn't even realize he was, exactly what he could do. But yeah, he hasn't seen anything. So maybe our Davidson boy should get in there and start shooting some threes too. By the way, thanks everybody for joining us again tonight, our opening game of the season. If you're looking for the game itself, jump into Discord. There's a lot of Duke Blue Devils in the watch party there, and join them as Schwebe gets the alley-oop. I think that was from Wheeler. I'm going to say it was from Wheeler, although I was a little bit distracted, but I know Schwebe gets the points, and it's a 2-point contest here as Schwebe continues his rather good night, if that was actually him. That would be his 6th assist. Banchero playing isolation one-on-one here down low, and Banchero's going to just power in. Banchero over Brooks, as Banchero's got 14. He's living up to the billing so far. I got to say, I mean, Banchero is just going to be a really good player. So far, so good here. Oh, the alley-oop again over the top of Mark Williams. Geez, Schwebe with another 2 points. Actually, going over Mark Williams with over 7-foot wingspan is significant. Mark Williams back outside. Wendell Moore's going to shoot 3. That's going to go too long. It's going to hit the other side of the basket, of the rim rather, and Wheeler's just going to try to go coast to coast. A little too much as Keels comes up. That's a turnover. I think he was just playing a little too fast there. Keels trying to go one-on-one, and offensive foul. Offensive foul. Damn. Offensive foul by Keels. That's his first. It's kind of a little quick to see. Shiwei setting the screen again, and he's going to try to roll. Banchero covers, and then Williams, and the 3-point shot is good for Kentucky, and that is Keon Brooks with 3, and that is Kentucky's first lead of the evening, 42-41, as Kentucky continues to pour it on from 3. The last time I heard a Duke team getting beat from the 3-point line. That is not usually how it goes down. High screen by Williams. Keels looking for an opportunity. Keels kind of forces it up there and gets it to drop. Keels now in double figures with 11. managing to. That's the thing about Keels. He can create his own shot. Schwebe is wide open down low, and Kentucky missed it. And Ty Washington is going to take two, and he's going to get it. Kentucky back ahead. Is back and forth we go here in this first 4-minute segment of the second half. Oh, and clean to the bucket is Wendell Moore. Kentucky fell asleep defensively, and Wendell is now into double figures. Yikes. Oh, no, that's goaltending. That's give Wheeler 2 more points as Mark Williams is goaltending. Actually, like Wendell actually took it all the way to the rack and dunked it. Like this is actually that's a good thing. I'm glad he didn't try to do anything creative. Just go and put it in the bucket. Wendell outside to AJ Griffin. AJ Griffin for 3. No, that shot is no good. Not sure I like that 3, honestly, from Griffin. It's kind of a settle, if you ask me. As Ty Washington's shot is Ty's shot is way off, and Keels is going to go in transition again. Yes, he's actually going to get that one to go. Keels. That was a bad shot by Ty. I don't know if he was actually fouled on that. It could have been. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with AJ Griffin. I thought he was still injured, but he's, I guess, playing, so... Oh, my goodness. Keon Brooks, nobody puts a body on him, and he gets 2 more. I just think his shot is awkward. I just think AJ Griffin's shot is awkward. He needs to work on his shooting form, but anyway. Keels thought about 3, is now going to go off the dribble, going to get to the rack as well. Too strong, put back by Theo John, no good, and John going to get called for the foul. Damn, close. Banchero get punched in the mouth or something? He's like washing with water. Oh. Uh-oh. Banchero needing some thigh massage there. Maybe some, and some Gatorade. That's not a good sign. Maybe some early cramps for the freshman there as we've hit 16 minutes. Oh, Duke, get on the floor! Get on the floor, Blue Devils! Nice! Turnover by Kentucky. Duke recovers it. And Roach going to go all the way. Roach got pushed! Roach got pushed! It's an and. That should be an and 1. Roach with another 2 in easy. Got pushed from behind all the way at the top of the key. No, Kentucky for 3. Ty Washington shot is an air ball. And Wendell Moore is going to pass this up front to a wide open Keels, and Keels for 2. This is going to probably give you a timeout Calipari if I had to guess. And yes, it is. Timeout Coach Cal as he doesn't like what he's seeing. Kentucky being a little loose with the ball. We said both teams had actually taken really good care with the ball. Not on those last 2 possessions. Duke getting the better of it. Woo! With the run out. So we've hit the under 16. Actually, a little crazy sequence here by both teams in this 4 minutes. Both teams coming out and just firing on all cylinders. You saw 3-point shots going for Kentucky, continuing that streak. Shibwe with another 4 points with really easy buckets and alley-oops. Nice assist by Wheeler. Wheeler's got 2 points of his own. Duke now managing to put itself with 3 players in double figures. Wendell Moore with 10, Keels with 15, Banchero with 14, although we'll have to watch what's going on with Banchero as he's getting 10-2 by the Duke training staff there and chugging Gatorade like crazy. You'd hope it's not cramps. Although, finally playing at game speed in his first college game, you never know, it could be. Yeah, see, Chad is agree. Like, look at AJ's shot. His and I'm no if we had Eric Russman on this on the show, one of my good friends from Duke, he'd be able to break this down much better. But if you look at his 3-point shot, it looks like his 2 feet are literally pointed inwards to at one another. And like, my thinking there is, if I tried to shoot like that versus like actually being squared up to the basket. And I'm pretty sure, like, if your feet are pointed inwards like that, that's not like the best platform for you to actually get the most power into your shot. Now, I don't know if that's actually true, but that doesn't seem like it to be the case. And then if you watch him shoot free throws, he doesn't actually shoot from the line. He shoots it from like a step or two behind, which I just thought was odd. So, I don't know. I just think it's odd. And yeah, that's also true. He is coming off the injury, which is why I was surprised that he was playing even in the first place. He participated in the countdown to craziness, and he was dancing around when they were doing the that pre whatever. As Bankero going to the locker room, I don't know. I mean, he's walking under his own power, and it just does look like he's cramping. Probably got, but that's not a good sign for Duke, as our best player is going to the locker room. But you can see the training staff there working furiously to try to loosen up the quads. Somebody go get him a banana from the locker room, chat. Suppose that's your reminder to always eat your fruit. Duke opening up a 3-point advantage here after a back and forth first 4 minutes of the second half, which were quite entertaining, which saw Kentucky get its first lead. We went back and forth several times, and now Duke was being some opportunistic turnovers from Kentucky, managing to get a few runouts here. And Kentucky are going to turn it over again right out of the timeout. Oh my goodness. Mishandled the ball and gave it, actually hit the ref who was standing out of bounds. Davion Mintz, actually, and we're going to go right back to the timeout. All right, they did not count the Kentucky timeout as the official TV media timeout because ESPN is being a bunch of greedy folks and they want more commercials, which is just great anyway. No commercials here, though, chat, as we get to keep this thing on rolling. So, the turnovers is the story. Let's just focus on that for 1 second. There was 6 Kentucky turnovers at the end of the first half. In the first 4 minutes, they had 3. So they basically had half the number of turnovers, and they're up to 9. Half the number of turnovers they did in the entire first half in just the first 4 minutes. And Duke with the points off turnovers now extending that to 12. So Duke managing to win that part of the game with 12 points off the turnovers. Our three-point shooting continues to be abysmal with 1 of 11. If it couldn't get, I didn't think it could get any worse, and it has. But yeah. And hitting free throws, yeah, just trying to see what other folks are also saying here. Total rebounds still in the Kentucky camp. +5 for them. Actually, Duke doing a slightly better in the defensive rebounding category with 18 to 16. That's really in the offensive rebound category where Schwebe is just annihilating us at the moment. But yeah, points in the paint, 28 to 22 in favor of Duke. And Kentucky continuing its really strong assist game. 12 assists, only 5 assists for Duke. But yeah, the storyline that is developing tonight so far seems to be that Paolo Banchero is out of the game for Duke for now. And we'll see who manages to step up with Banchero out. I expect some more playtime from, Theo John. You try to go too big. You try to go play Theo John and Mark Williams, possibly. Could be. See what lineup they. Yeah. All right. So they did actually, as Chad is pointing out, they actually leave. They leave AJ Griffin in the game, which would presumably be the other option. You can't really bring, Jalen Blake's another option who has played in the game so far, but that's much smaller size, so you don't really want to give up the size there because we are getting killed on the board. So at least we have to try to match that somehow. And Savarino and Bates Jones aren't going to match that, so it seems like the option is AJ Griffin. And Griffin setting a high screen as Keels gets it to Theo John. Theo John thought about the three, decides to no, and AJ Griffin, nice AJ Griffin right to the rack, and Griffin, yes, that's what you want to see him do. Not really this outside shot thing, but Griffin to the rack on the assist by Theo John. Great vision from the big man as Griffin gets his first points of his NCAA collegiate career. Yeah, and everybody in chat agreeing that Griffin is the best option right now, and chat is rewarded there, although defensively a little suspect as that three goes off but doesn't go in. And Wendell Moore with the rebound. Wendell Moore just going to pick up and shoot it, and that's off Kentucky. Actually, I hate that shot. I absolutely hate that shot. Why? It's like this like isolation, this is like hero basketball, like you don't even burn 5 seconds off the shot clock, and Wendell goes right to the bench. All right. And now apparently he's cramping too, so everybody in the Duke team is cramping. I don't know, would we like not eat right or something? But I hated that shot from Moore. It is not team basketball. Roach fakes out his man, and Roach going to put up 2. That shot doesn't quite go in. Kentucky down with the rebound. And Kentucky now pushing. Oh, that should be an offensive foul. No, they call a block on Keels. That's his second. I thought, what is this? This is Mintz, right? He definitely extends the elbow. Okay. All right. John versus Sheep. Well, Kentucky actually coming down with a rebound there, and this is going to go Duke's way. I don't know why. They call a foul on Shibwe? All right, I didn't see it. Trying to be slightly objective here, Chad. I mean, I didn't see that one. Even though we definitely want Duke to win this game. Shibwe out. That's his third foul. My guess we'll probably see him back in 5 minutes of game time, depending on how long Coach Cal can afford to go. The rebounding margin, my guess, is probably a +5 Kentucky right now. Rebounding margin, yeah, it's a +5 Kentucky. So let's see how that develops. Is Keels, yes, with the and one. Tell you what, Keels looking like the best player on the floor right now for Duke. Well, the best player in the game right now for Duke. Yeah, makeup call. Could be. I just love Keels' energy. I love his ability to attack off the dribble, create his own shot. It's really, he doesn't need anybody else to go get it, and he knows it, and he's so aggressive, and he uses it that way, which is just fantastic. I'm trying to think of a player like that. Oh, AJ Griffin gets called for going up behind the back. Maybe that's the wake-up call that Chat was referring to, because I'm not sure about that either. They're just going for rebounds. In any case, it's a 7-point Duke advantage. When Duke got up by this much in the first half, Kentucky came right back with a 5-point run in both circumstances. Let's see what the Wildcats have in them here, or if Duke is going to be able to clamp down defensively. If we are, we're going to have to do it by getting defensive rebounds, that's for sure, because you can't keep getting Kentucky more shots at the hoop. Ty Washington from the free throw line, and he gets fouled as he comes around the screen. A little cheap foul there. For all the Kentucky fans that were complaining about the whistle situation, it's now flipped. Duke has 5 fouls in this half. Kentucky only has 2. Ty at the free throw line. He actually Ty looks like younger than a freshman. It looks like this kid can still be in high school. Somebody's going to tell me he probably opted out of his senior year and he came early. 6 points so far for Ty Washington. And he gets them both. Nice job. Roach bringing the ball up the court here for the Blue Devils. For Duke on the floor right now, it's Keels, Theo John, Roach, AJ Griffin, and Joey Baker as Keels puts in another one. From a 1 foot inside the 3-point line, and he's got 19. Nice rebound there by Griffin as the shot by Ty Ty was just a little off, and I think it was a little rushed too. High screen by John for Keels. Can ride the hot hand. Take it, Keels. Take it. Oh, even better! He looks down and finds John and nails it with the dunk. Good thing you didn't listen to me because that was by far the correct play. Keels with a beautiful assist to John. Wow. Freshman to graduate transfer. Gets the easy two as he sucks in the Kentucky defenders. I think that's the best play of the night. Honestly, that's the best play of the night. Those were the plays we were seeing against Winston-Salem State where I was like, this team knows exactly how it wants to play. It knows how to play together, and it wants to. This is the offense that it wants to run. That was it right there. So good. So good. Keel mode. I like it. There's a lot of probably fun we can have with Keel throughout the season. If we ever need to right the ship, if we're down. But damn, I have to say, Keel has been good. All right, Keel mode. Apparently, hashtag Keel mode is trending. So there you go. I like it. It reminds me of Justice Winslow. You know, Lamont, that's actually a pretty good comparison, except Justice Winslow was not this good this early in the season. Like he really came on like in the second half of the season because for the most of it, it was Okafor and Tyus, and you were like, well, those two are just like running the show. And of course, Grayson really wasn't until the NCAA tournament, but I feel like Winslow really developed into his role throughout the season. But yeah, Keel coming out here firing. Joey Baker putting a hand up, and Kentucky can't get the three to go as AJ Griffin comes down with the rebound there. So nice rebounding contribution by Griffin. Nice call, chat, for saying that he should be the one in there. We get rewarded here as Roach. Oh, if John had picked that up cleanly, he should have got. He gathers and goes up with it, and the and no, not the and one, just the two. Wow, that is a senior move. I have to again. I love the fact that we have a mature big man who has played college ball. It's like, what a luxury. What a luxury. A freshman would not have made that move. They probably would have tried, they would gather, they would have, like, freaked out, and then they would have turned the ball over. Not Theo John. Love it. Roach, let's see if Theo John sets him up again. No, Keel from the top. Let's see if Keel wants to take top in isolation. Top in trying to call out defense. High screen by John. Keel now try to go to a one-on-one against Ware. Keel way high with the right hand, but gets fouled. And that's the under 12 timeout. So just going straight and strong to the bucket. Duke with a 9-point advantage here after these next set of 4 minutes. And Banchero is actually back from the locker room. So apparently they fixed the cramps, which is good news. We'll see if we see him back in the game. All right, let's fix my foul situation here. Keels Roach 2. Actually, that should be correct. And Kentucky, Toppin's got 2. Washington, Wheeler, Mintz. There. I think that does it. Actually, Wheeler for Kentucky kind of neutralized so far. Really haven't Haven't been calling his name very much here, especially in this second 4-minute period rather, where Duke has managed to open up a 9-point advantage. AJ Griffin, let's keep an eye on that. It's got 2 rebounds, and actually now the Duke rebounding deficit is only 3. So it was 5 when Shibwe went to the bench, and now down to 3. Duke continuing to shoot a pretty decent 53% from the field, 4 of its last 4, while Kentucky is only 1 of its last 7. So Kentucky definitely cooling off and not getting the second chance opportunities like it was as much in the first half. But Duke still can't shoot the 3, so somehow we might win this game while making 1 3-point shot. Maybe there's like some 3-point shooting streak that we managed to keep alive because we hit 1 3-point shot or something crazy like that. Yeah, definitely. It's almost backwards, right? It's like our inside game is kind of to what Lamont's point is essentially opening up the outside game, but the outside shooters just haven't been able to connect. So I don't know. I think you give Bates a shot too. He looked really good when he was shooting the 3. I don't see why he hasn't been playing. Maybe defensive liability could be. It's what coach is thinking. I don't know. Be the only thing I could think of is Bancaro at the scorer's table ready to check in. Yep. Yeah, the interior defense is definitely really good. We've sort of dared Kentucky to try to beat us from the outside. To some extent, they sort of have answered that because of how good their 3-point shooting has been. But we've really clamped down here defensively. Ishibwe comes back into the game with 11:52, and Keels goes to the free throw line for 2. And Keels makes the first. That is 20 points for Keels. And still could make it 21. Keels, who is looking like the best player on Duke tonight. Fantastic performance so far as he gets that second one, and that is 21 points for Keels. And Bancaro going to check back in. Really nice to see as Keels gets a breather. And hopefully the cramps don't go back. Sometimes the problem is once the players cramp up once, they cramp up again. As Wheeler is going to be called for an offensive foul as Roach hits the deck. No, I actually don't think there's anything going wrong with Keels. He's just getting stretched out. Duke now with an 11-point margin here. Joey Baker getting a screen from John. Bancaro to Roach. Actually, yeah, massive lineup. Bancaro's the only guy under in the 6-foot range here. And Roach, the little guy, gets 2 by himself. 6 points for Roach tonight as Duke extends to 13. It really was that crazy sequence, and Duke going to clean that up as Bancaro beats Shibwe for the rebound. It really was that crazy sequence right around the 15-minute mark where Coach Calipari was forced to call timeout. Roach going to get called for a foul. No, sorry, travel by Roach. Yeah, I mean, that's what chat's saying is like, did they not drink water? Did they forget the water on the plane? Did we not eat well? Like, we're in New York. Somebody get this guy a steak. Like, come on. This is, or some more bananas. Maybe somebody forgot the fruit. I don't know. It could be. It's all the young guys too, by the way. So it's definitely a conditioning thing. Ooh, great defense there, but wow. Keon Brooks just powers on through, gets that in. 7 points for Brooks so far tonight. AJ Griffin back into the game. Griffin going to try to go baseline. He's going to take a jump shot. That's no good. Rebound Kentucky. Again, this isolation, don't really quite like it. Opportunity for Kentucky to bring this back into single digits from the outside. In and out. That three doesn't go. Dodged a bullet there from Mintz. Boy, if Kentucky got that one to go, you would have said they would have given them a nice little spark. That would have been a big three. Banchero, jab step, Banchero. Sink it. Roach now working on, who's this? Wheeler there? Tough shot. No, that was Brooks, sorry. Brooks with a tough shot, no good. Duke with a rebound, a one and done on the offensive end for Kentucky. Coach Shire telling AJ Griffin to switch sides and clear out for Banchero as Banchero goes one-on-one. Oh, and it's a beauty. Oh, what a shot. Oh my, the stars are out tonight in Madison Square Garden. And their names are Trevor Keels and Paolo Banchero because, my goodness, they're playing an NBA game here. Oh, Mintz, nice little floater. What a shot by Banchero. You saw Shire just tell Griffin to get on the opposite side of the court, and Banchero just went to town. Oh, Roach with a silly turnover here. Don't compound it with a foul. Just get back on defense, kid. Free 2 points there for Kentucky. And Banchero, I think, is cramping up again. Yeah, so this is the problem. Once you start cramping up, it doesn't quite go away. Like, you can solve it for a little bit, and clearly he's been able to come back and play almost 4 minutes. But it's coming back. Oh, over 2 Kentucky defenders. And this is going to not quite act like a media timeout. 8:25, but it will be a full timeout for Duke. Gotta love the play here. This game sort of was back and forth, and then right at around the 15:30 mark, Duke sort of blew it open with 2 back-to-back, capitalizing off of 2 back-to-back Kentucky turnovers that really flipped the game in favor of the Blue Devils. Otherwise, the stats looking pretty good. We're continuing to shoot well. I can't really complain there. Can't complain at all. Duke 7 of its last 8, 55%. The defense is playing well. Kentucky's shooting percentage has gone up a little bit. It was down in the 31% range for most of the first half, now up to 37, but still keeping an opponent under 40% from the field. You got to feel really, really good about that. So defensively doing pretty good, and it's really the three-point shot that's kept Kentucky in it, but they haven't hit a lot of them. They've gone sort of, they were what, 6 of 11, 5 of 11 in the first half, and now only 7 of 15, so they've gone cold from 3. And actually, Duke managing to close out the rebounding margin as well, to 32-31. The trainer gets a big fail. Shibwe hasn't really been much of a factor. We actually really haven't called his name here in the last 8 minutes or so. He did go to the bench with 3 fouls, but then came back in. Duke just seems to be playing at a different energy level right now than they were compared to the first half. Picking up the loose balls, getting the rebounds, and the game has really sort of gone in their favor as a result. We kind of said at halftime, if Kentucky opened a double-digit rebounding advantage, this would be a big trouble for Duke, and it's gone the other way. It's actually closed, and Duke might end up winning the rebounding advantage by the end of it. But yeah, just as a reminder to all the Blue Devil fans, make sure to jump into Discord. If you're enjoying the game and join the watch party. Chat with your fellow Blue Devil fans. Make sure to drop a sub on the channel. We'll be live pretty much most games throughout the season. Might miss a few games here and there just depending on work schedule and stuff and how things go. But we'll be live on Friday night. That's a 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific tip-off against Army. It'll be after Veterans Day, which will be Thursday. And that game live from Cameron Indoor. We'll be doing this again for that. And then actually, if you're an F1 fan of motorsports, we'll be live on Sunday for the Grand Prix in Brazil as well. That's the other fun stuff that we do on the channel. Trevor Keels back in the game now. Gets a high screen from John and see if the Trevor takeover of the Garden continues tonight. And this is going to be Wendell Moore taking it in, and he gets nothing, unfortunately. Under 8 minutes now to go. Theo John, almost a foul there. No, but Kentucky's shot. Sheway with the offensive board. Refs just deciding to swallow the whistle entirely as Minch's shot was short. Kentucky with 13 seconds on the shot clock to get this to go. 11 points is the margin right now. This would bring it back into single digits. Sheway, nobody with a body on him, gets the rebound and the putback. And a 9-point advantage, 69-60. Blue Devils ahead. This game is far from over. I think Blue Devil we've been feeling pretty good for the last 8 minutes or so, but this game is far from over. As Banchero, Theo John thought about 3. No, now he's diving in. Strong move, but can't get it. Rebound to Kentucky, and that's Grady with the rebound. And now Wheeler with an opportunity. Sheboy thought about it, gets blocked, has to get it back outside. This is Wheeler who thought about 3. Roach overextends a little bit. Maybe a foul there. No. Assist to Sheboy. And Kentucky with a quick 4-0 here. Actually an 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 33 seconds. 7-point advantage for Duke. I think, I'll be fair, I think some of us here at Duke kind of fell asleep. We thought we may have had this thing, but that's not true. Get it out to Banchero for 3. Banchero for 3. No, not quite. Oh, that's a foul. No. Foul. Foul against Sheway for sure. Foul against Sheway, who held Theo John. That's big because that's Sheway's 4th. It should be a foul. Wait, which way did they call this? Oh, they called it the other way? They called it on John? God damn it. All right. Well, Kentucky with an opportunity to go 10-0 on their run here. And definitely game pressure being applied to the young Duke team. Is Sheboy going on Mark Williams? Sheboy looks unstoppable at the moment. Oh, actually turns it over. Maybe no. Gets it right back, and he's going to go and body up against Mark Williams, and he gets it. And that's actually going to be called an and 1. Wow, what a disaster. Wow. Duke not coming up with the loose ball. And yeah, actually Williams isn't vertical, so wow. Okay, what a turnaround here for Kentucky. And he gets the and 1. That is 15 points for Sheboy, who, as we said before, wasn't quite doing much, but he has absolutely turned it on. Kentucky has found another level here, just really upped the intensity in this segment of the game. Keels trying to right the ship here. No, can't get the jumper to go. Duke cannot find offense. We're stuck here at 69 points as Grady for 3 from the outside. No, that's short, but Sheway with another rebound on the weak side. Right place, right time, just picking up everything. The vacuum cleaner on that side. Holy cow, 15 points and 15 rebounds. Wheeler. Oh, that's blocked by Williams, and it's not a goaltend. What a block. Wendell Moore, Duke needs a bucket, and Duke needs it bad, or we just need to go to the free throw line. Literally anything on this possession. Oh, Coach K is going to call time. He's going to talk about this one. Or no, they're going to assess a foul. What? That Mark Williams block is actually clean. Wow, okay. It was going up. That is actually objectively, that is a good call. The refs have had trouble all night, but that is a good call. Nice play there. Not nice on the rejection. Sheway just puts Roach on the floor. Almost on the floor. The shot certainly got rejected big time. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Duke's got to go. Banchero working. Banchero probably walked. Banchero gets it out to Wendell. Wendell's going to take a tough shot. No good. Rebound to actually Kentucky tried to save it. And Duke lucky here to retain possession. Duke's got a lot of cracks at the basket this time, but this is getting a little nuts. All right, Banchero's got this is a 20-second shot clock, so you can actually set up. But they just cleared it out for Banchero. Is it going to No, Keels going to try to go in himself. Keels with a step jump. Yes. Strong move by Keels, and finally Duke gets a bucket. Oh my gosh. Folks, for all those hanging out with us tonight, make sure if you want to watch the watch party. Another block by Williams. There's the link, and that's off Kentucky. It's off Kentucky. It's off Kentucky. Link to the Discord and the watch party if you want to join your fellow Blue Devil fans. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Another block by Williams here. Huge, 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 huge. Another block by Williams. Just the protection. Bucket. Banchero. And one. Let's go. This is an easy baseline out of bounds to Banchero, who's in the right position at the right time. Drills it. Nail biter right now, I agree. Banchero's got to hit this free throw. Yes, he does. 21 points for Banchero. 23 for Keels. The two freshmen, Tremendous and Coach K, down on one knee, calling for defense in the home away from home for Duke here in Madison Square Garden. Good talk there. Duke just straight up well, actually, no, they're playing something of a zone at the moment as Kentucky's shot is wide. Oh, but Shebe comes up with the rebound. God, this guy is killing us. Literally everywhere. It is a bit of a weird, it's sort of they're packing the paint. Wheeler getting himself into trouble, trying to wheel and deal. Shwebe comes up with the loose. No. Hell ball. Up and down. Shebe went up with it and then came down with it. So that is it's not really a travel because one of the Duke players got him, sort of blocked it there. So they gave him the benefit of the doubt. That is going to retain possession with Kentucky. All right. We're going to bring this down to the final 4-minute segment after this commercial break. 74-65. Kentucky went on a 10-0 run that basically made this thing into a game because it was like a 13-point advantage for Duke, and we were sitting here like, well, Kentucky's not really doing much, and it's just not really going well for them right now, but wow, they turned it on big. Actually, the other crazy thing is right before we got out of that timeout for this latest 4-minute sequence here from after the under 8 timeout, media timeout, Duke had closed the rebounding margin down to 1. It was 32 to 31 rebounds in favor of Kentucky. It's now back to 5 because Sheway has just been a monster. He's got 15 points and 16 rebounds. Nobody in Duke is in double-digit rebounding figures. I thought Banchero was going to get his double-double. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's true. I don't think he's going to get it. Banchero is, according to the stat sheet, perfect from the free throw line, though, which is odd because I thought he missed the front end of a 1-and-1. But in any case, after Kentucky's run, they're now 0 for their last 4. So Duke was like, oh, we actually need to wake up and like put this game away. And so they're 0 for the last 4 or the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But yeah. He's the second coming of Rodman. I mean, he's playing like it tonight. He's taking up space. He's where he needs to be. He's in the correct spot at like on all these possessions, and you're just like, where's this guy coming from? Like, how's he getting all these rebounds? He's just like in the right spot at the right time. He's got great ball sense as to where he should be on the court. I got to give him credit. He's played really well. He's played really well tonight. Kentucky might not win this game, but he's played well. Okay, we got 3 minutes and 47 seconds left. Again, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us here tonight for this Duke game. We do this for basically most Duke games. Make sure to hit that sub button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps out the channel. And, of course, join your fellow Blue Devil fans in the Discord as well for the watch party if you so desire. Again, there is the link to the Discord watch party if you need it. And you can hang out and chat with your fellow Blue Devil fans while we are not live for games, but we'll be back on Friday night for the game against West Point. All right, Banchero to inbounds to Keels, 3:45 to go in the game. On the floor for the Blue Devils, Jeremy Roach, Paolo Banchero, Trevor Keels, Wendell Moore, and Mark Williams. 9 points, 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go for Duke here opening up the season in the Champions Classic. Wendell Moore back out to Banchero. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Back down to Keels. Keels isolation on the right wing. Will he take his man off the dribble? Yes, he will. And Keels just finishes. I mean, just too strong. 10 of 16 tonight. Keels, I mean, he's got like, he doesn't have a freshman body either. He looks like he's just so super strong, ready to play. Doesn't look like a guy that hasn't previously been in a college conditioning program. Let's put it that way. Sheboy thought about it, hands it to Ty there, and his shot does go in. Ty Washington with 7 points. All right, 67 to 76. So far we've traded buckets. It's a decent position to be in. Duke going into K-ball mode as we just look to kill clock. Williams, the handoff to Keels. Keels for 2. That shot looked slightly off, and it was. Kentucky gets the stop, and now Kentucky out and running. And, poked out from behind by Keels. That's a foul. That's a foul. Wheeler fouls Paolo Banchero there. Wow, so disruptive. Keels, that's the second time tonight we've seen Keels get in or in the passing lane or disrupt one of the Kentucky ball handlers. He disrupted a Wheeler to Ty Washington pass, and then he does it again. He pokes the ball out from behind, and he's going to put Banchero, and Kentucky's going to put Banchero on the free throw line. So Keels getting it done on both ends of the floor. Fantastic. I'd actually have to say he played better than Banchero tonight. Let's be real. And yes, Banchero does get the front end of the 1-and-1. All right, Duke, lead for Duke. Oh, Banchero doesn't get the second. Back out to 10. Feeling a little better, and at least we can breathe right now because that got tense for a second. Grady calling up Schwebe. Rejects the screen. Grady trying to get it to Schwebe. Banchero denying with the wingspan. Schwebe working on Williams. Should have the little strength advantage there. Can't get the shot. Tries to get his own rebound. Duke on the floor. Banchero on the floor. Banchero with the tie-up. Calls for time. Held ball, actually. And Kentucky will retain possession. Yeah, Keel's play of the game. I sort of agree with that. It's stepped up big time, actually. Also, while Banchero was out dealing with cramp issues, Keel's really stepped it up. Kentucky with a very long inbounds pass. Tai trying to go baseline. Tai gets it to Shibi. And yes! Shibwe, 17. It might just be too little too late, though. We have to see if at least... And Keel's going to go in for more. Oh, he should have held... Oh, we needed to burn some clock there, buddy. I don't know about that. If you're not going to make the bucket, now it looks really bad. I mean, if you make the bucket, fine. If you don't make the bucket, you're going to ask yourself, well, why didn't I just burn 30 seconds off the clock? Kentucky with 8-point deficit here. That shot, knew he missed. Got his own rebound, and Wheeler for 2. 6 points. And Kentucky bringing the press. Now you really have to burn the whole shot clock, guys, okay? Burn the whole shot clock, please. Wendell Moore being trusted with the ball handling duties here late in the game. Banchero being called out. Coach K calls for the screen and tells him exactly where he wants it. Wendell Moore with 10 seconds to go. Wendell! With the icing on the cake here for Duke. Wait, maybe not. Kentucky going fast. Grady thinking about 3. Grady shooting 3. No, that shot's off. Rebound to Wendell Moore. And I think that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Wendell. What? He just gave it to Kentucky. What was that? Good God. Like he thought the game was over and just gave it to the guy. That was crazy. All right, that's it. Jack Ritter, Duke, we went on a run at about the 5:35 mark. Went on a significant run with 2 Mark Williams blocks. Trevor Keels got 1. Paolo Banchero got 1. The freshmen did their thing, and that was it. 79-61 is going to be your final score here from Madison Square Garden. Duke 1-0 on the season. How about those Hawks? Wait, which Hawks are we talking? Oh, the Jayhawks. Oh, duh. Yeah. When you say Hawks, I'm like, I have friends from Atlanta that are like the Atlanta Hawks or whatever. No. Yeah, I mean, the Jayhawks look good, by the way. It was close in the first half, though. You guys pulled away in the second. It was close. Michigan State did put up a bit of a fight, but yeah, Kansas looked good. But yes, very good game. So this game, it was played at a competitive level. I have to say, this was not a blowout, right? A lot better than I suppose the blowout we had with the Zion. And here's Coach K. I'll let you key in on the audio here, Chet.
John seems really good, so physical. And then we had at least four guys getting cramps. So A.J. Griffin gave us a big lift. And Trevor made some amazing plays. And those 2 blocks that Mark, a lot of our guys grew up today.
You know, I know we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but this seems like it's a good and loaded team for you. How exciting is it as you watch them out there battling?
Well, it's really, we're real young. And so when Kentucky made that run, a lot of teams would fold, and we got tough again. I'm really proud. I'm very, very proud of them.
Coach, you said that you wanted to soak in every moment this season. Look around you. You heard this crowd. What was this like for you?
No, it's great. Well, this is a magical place, and we had so many Duke fans here. And, Holly, I've been so lucky to be in these type of moments with really good players, and they've made me look pretty good.
They really did. Thank you, Coach.
Coach K, they're saying that...
well, he has lost his voice, but not his spirit or his enthusiasm.
Especially when Kentucky made that run, a lot of teams would have just sort of folded over. You kind of got the sense that Duke may have been heading in that direction. But we stepped it up and sort of and got it right. And we're able to hang on here and actually sort of go on a run of our own that kind of extended out. So 1-0 to start the campaign here for the Blue Devils, looking really, really good. Trevor Keels, I think Chad would agree, probably player of the game, with 25 points. Bancaro, a close second there with 22. But both of these freshmen looked incredibly, incredibly strong and incredibly good. There's going to be a lot of highlights here, which I'm going to go work on right now. The other notable, Wendell Moore with 12 points. And on the side of Kentucky, Shibwe with 17, and his rebounding count just as impressive there with 19 rebounds to end the game. Just incredible. And then Shavir Wheeler with actually 16 points for Kentucky and 10 assists. So he actually ended up with a double-double in points and assists, which is pretty crazy. All the credit to the Kentucky Wildcats. Fantastic game here tonight. For all of you who joined us and sub, thank you very much. Much appreciated. We'll be back on Friday night for the game against Army. That game will be at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific, so a little earlier than that. And with that, have a very good night and a great Wednesday and rest of your week. We'll see you Friday. Until then, go Duke. Cheers.